Hey y'all, come on in. Welcome back. Well, the fur-lined moccasins haven't gone as planned. Sorry about the delay in getting another video on them out, but I've had to go back and pretty much completely rethink them. The reason being, all of these years that I've been doing this, all of my stitching, everything has been done by hand. And that's always served me real well over the years, but I've wanted a stitching machine for a very long time, but they are pretty expensive, so I've never been able to really get one. But my wife, for my retirement Christmas present, has bought me one. And there it is. It's a hand stitching machine. But needless to say, there's quite a learning curve that goes with using a machine as opposed to doing it by hand. And I wanted y'all to see this part because it will happen. The further you go along in your projects or learning how to do this, you're going to make mistakes. Like I said, I've been doing it since the 8th grade, a long time. But this is new to me, so learning how to operate it correctly and getting the projects, start doing them on the machine, well, that's been kind of adventurous. So let me get you guys in here and I'll show you a little bit of what I'm talking about. Now what I do not want you to do, if you do make a mistake, do not throw your pieces away. Keep them. Even though they may not be able to be used for that anymore, the odds are going to be really good that you can use them for something else. If nothing else, just a new technique or something like that. Whatever you do, don't throw them out. So what I've decided to do, let me show you the damage I've done on these so far. I thought I was going to have to order new rabbit skins and just completely start over. But then I thought, no, maybe not. Let's see what we can do. So what I've done is, my sister-in-law is a size 7. But I dug through all my patterns and I found one for a size 5. And the reason why I'm going to do a size 5, this is not going to be a very long video, I just want to show you what happened. Okay, sorry about bouncing you around so much. I'm just trying to get you in here where you can see. But you can see right here where my stitching has gone completely awry from my pencil marks. It's just a learning curve. You can see up here on the curve where it just went completely off the end. But what we discovered, my wife, like I mentioned before, maybe does sewing and quilting. But what we discovered, see how this end piece here got all butchered up. What we discovered is leather, unlike material, you can't draw it up. Where material, if you're going around a corner or you need to make a fold or something like that, then you can just get some of it to bunch it together and sew it down. But we discovered that leather underneath the stitching machine will not gather. There's enough pressure on those feet that it just smooths it back out. So what I've had to do, you can see how crazy that thing got. So what I'm going to have to do is what I decided to do is I'm going to go cut some more pieces of leather. This is sole, this is on the bottom. There's these other stitch marks, I might be able to figure out a way to hide them, but the sole of it, see how crazy that is, that's not going to hide. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to go cut more pieces of leather out of the saddle leather that I've got, and I'm just going to overlay. I'm just going to lay the new piece right over the top of this one and then stitch them together. It'll make it a little bit thicker, probably about a 4 or 5, maybe a 5/6 ounce. But at least I can save the skins. I'm not going to have to reorder any new skins. But then I got to thinking, okay, we're going to have to do it again. Like I said, here's where the imagination comes in. Don't throw them away. Just set them aside, think about it for a little bit. See if you still can't make something out of it. What I've decided to do is I'm going to step it up a notch. But I've gone through my pattern books and I've found a rose petal or stem or rose or whatever you want to call it. So I traced that out on a piece of tracing film. And I thought, let's just step it up a notch if we're going to have to go all the way back to square one. So I'm going to come in, and when I start again, we'll just go through every step of it. But I'm going to tool this into through the face of the new piece of leather that's going over the top of this. And then I decided too, I'm also going to add let me get it out here. It's really going to kind of be a blessing in disguise, because I'm going to get to show you guys another tool that I have. That's pretty neat. I decided, well, if we're going to put a rose on it, then let's just go all the way with them. Just pull out every trick in the book. Let's see here, the fringe down there at the bottom. Now before, I used to have to cut all of these little individual lines to make the individual fringe. But I've got a tool that this will give me a chance to show you guys it. But there's basically what it'll look like. And what it will do, I'll come in here on this piece of it. I'm just going to get another piece of leather to demonstrate it for you. The fringe piece then will come in on this piece of leather, just below where your tie string is going to be. And then this edge now will get folded over. And then all your fringe is going to be down here. But I want to show you how to change the blades, install the blades, and things of that nature on that tool. And so like I said, I know it's been a long time. I had to do a lot of trial and error with the stitching machine, but I think we've got it figured out. So the only way to truly find out is just do it again. And that's what you have to do. Don't get discouraged. Please don't get discouraged. It's going to happen. But I discovered over the years that that's what family and friends are for. Use them as your test subjects. If it don't work the first time, then learn from it. But if you want to get to the point where you're making these projects to sell to customers, then try this stuff out on your family and friends first, and get used to it, and it'll help you. Go. But let's say I go through all of this work again, and something still doesn't work with the machine. And I've just pretty much got these things down to the point to where the second time there's just not going to be a whole lot left that I can mask and cover up and still save them. But I'm still not going to throw them away. With these skins on them, I don't know what you could do to cut them down, make them smaller, use them for something else. I don't know that. If you have a big enough piece, make you a fur-lined phone case or something. Like I said, imagination. If you can think it, dream it, imagine it, you can make it. So with that, I'm going to cut this video off here because I've got to get some more leather out, get it cut, get all of it ready to go again. When I get all the pieces ready to go again, then we'll try it again. But this one sure didn't go as planned. As always, Judy and I like to end with don't be mean. If you're not willing to treat Jesus that way, then let's not treat each other that way. We're all here to have fun and learn and make stuff. So with that, adios. Let me get this other pieces set up and or cut out and get them ready to go, and then I'll show you how this fringe. I'll go ahead and show it to you. Don't know how well you're going to be able to see it here, but basically all it does, it just clamps to the edge of a board or table or something like that. And then you've got razor blades in between every one of these black and white pieces. There's a razor blade in there, and they're just a utility knife razor blades. But that'll be in the next video. So, alrighty, until next time, adios, and hopefully I'll be able to get this cut out, everything ready to go, and then we'll come back and we'll use the stripper there to cut our fringe piece. And we'll get our rose tooled in there. And I'll probably use my airbrush as well. I'm really anxious to get it out. But alrighty, we'll call it off here. Adios until the next time. Bye.